oil. I know there's not too many people watching right now, but what I need to do is I need to clean out my AE system. When I have to transfer, why is this acting all weird? Oh, it's because of the... Alright. It's not gonna stand still, is it? That's because something comes into the system and leaves almost instantly. There. That way should be the highest to the lowest. I think. Item ID. There we go. Highest to lowest. Now, if you look over here, I got a builder's backpack. I've never built these. This is one of those, the flukes that I had when I transferred over here. And I've been trying to get rid of it. And the unfortunate thing about the situation is that, what I think happened is that this, an ID switched or something with forestry. I think this is a forestry builder's backpack. And what I think happened is that it switched and it just happened to be this backpack. I had a couple of other things that were smaller in my system that I got rid of, but unfortunately this is one of those things that you have to it'll take me forever to get rid of all these. So what I'm going to do is I need a void pipe. Let me put a couple of these back in. Need a pipe. Do a temporary little thing here. Where are my pipes? It's obsidian, void. I'll need a wooden pipe, and we'll need to grab that talking gate. Do I have any? Yes, I got one. Alright. So this is no longer needed. Oh, I still have a full backpack here. So let's go upstairs and do some cleaning. I'll put it close to an existing system for I don't have to use all that much stuff. I do need some wire though. Now, the whole ME system has changed too. I'll show you guys some weird that caught me off guard, where my whole system doesn't work the way I want it to anymore. They now have like 3 grades of buses. I don't know if you guys remember the buses, but like your export buses and your import buses, stuff like that. Like all my stuff automatically became, when I transferred it, automatically became the stuff that I already owned, already made, became the precision export bus. But now they have these fuzzies, basic, different like 3 different versions. There's like fuzzy, basic, and precision. And now to make the precision, you actually have to have a basic made. So all my crafting recipes in my AE system, all my different ones, they automatically went to the new precision, but I don't have any of the basic stuff. So basic stuff already pre-made. So now I have to, unfortunately, reset that up. The other difference they've made in the systems now is that they've changed everything to actually use nether quartz. This really caught me off guard because unfortunately nether quartz is in the nether, and I had to go so far away to in my nether to find this stuff that it was pretty, I almost got lost. Yeah, so now you need nether quartz. This stuff is called fluix dust, and what it is, it's nether quartz, Certus quartz, which is the new basically how you get your regular, when you mine stuff now. Remember, you used to only have quartz. Now it's called Certus quartz, or Certis, or Certus, or whatever the hell it's called. So the whole recipe system for the AE system in 1.52 has changed dramatically. I mean, it's not a huge change, but just like there's more stuff you have to do now to get stuff. Did I get any of my stuff that I wanted? No, I didn't. So, pretty sure this is what I want. ME cable. You see how it's different now? It looks weird. I don't understand. I don't know the difference yet. But on my system, it changed everything. It looks like I have a mixture of regular. I don't know if it's a speed thing or what, but yeah, it's definitely odd. But we're just gonna make it work because we can. Did I not grab that new precision I just made before we started? I started this live stream. Let's see. There we go. So what I plan on doing is I plan on using the export bus to get rid of everything, and then use my backpacks. I'll use this chest to help delete the backpacks out of the system. Be one of the last things I have to do to get rid of all the crap. Use not Taki Gate. We'll set this to items in inventory, energy pulse. So it should start sending those out, and we should start deleting them. Nice. Oh wait. Ah, crap. I should have grabbed one before I did that because I need to set it up in the export bus to get rid of it. So let's see. I need one more backpack. So this should fairly quickly get rid of this. Maybe 15-20 minutes. Luckily I don't have to actually watch it. And we can go on to some other stuff. So there you go. Probably be less than that. So if you ever do a transfer like I did and you have odd stuff in your inventory that you never bought, you never changed, well, that's how you get rid of it if it's something like this. Now, what I'm going to do next is when the backpack is done, I have to actually show you guys this. So in my last episode I talked about the Galgorian Steve's cart thing. It's still running nice and smart. But what I ended up doing is I went downstairs and I changed my MFR farm to 1, running off a upgraded gold thing, which increases the radius by 7 by 7, and then downstairs I did the same thing with this, which is 7 by 7. So this is one planter planting all these, plus a harvester that's grabbing all these. That's a massive amount. That's just one. I could set up another one and it would be absolutely crazy. This is MFR. I got a feeling that this is going to be nerfed somewhat. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't want to nerf it. But comparably speaking, this versus the Steve's cart, there's no comparison. There's none. Zero. Zip. Zilch. This compared to a forestry farm. What I don't like about the forestry farms is I think they'd be better, but if you look at the Steve's, this farm, watch when it starts actually taking out the trees. It's got to go through its cycle. But you see how it takes out the leaves and the wood? Well, the forestry farm, it does not do that. It just takes out the wood and it leaves the leaves, which makes it hard for all these trees down here to grow back, which basically makes this whole farm useless. To me, it makes it useless because it's just too slow. The next best one would be the Steve's Cart farm, but of course we all saw in the last episode how much that actually cost us to run this. It's pretty expensive diamond-wise. It's probably going to cost you close to a stack of diamonds, including gas tiers. It's going to take you a lot of setup. This is an endgame type system right here. Not really endgame, but it's late game stuff. So yeah, not going to be fun. So now I have all 3 of these farms running, and I have a massive surplus of wood. Just wood. My oven can't keep up with turning them into charcoal, so as you can see right there, it says 1182. It goes up, it goes down, but it's actually going up. So what I'm going to do is that once these all these are gone, I am going to go back to, I'm going to set this up on here, and all my overflow is going to go into my deep storage chest and keep getting stored in here for later use. I might end up shutting one of these off eventually, but I completely solved my my power problem now, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's see what's going on here. Power-wise, everything seems to be keeping up. I'm kind of getting an overflow now, and this is mostly because of the MFR farm. And what I might end up having to do is I might actually have to have an overflow on the oak saplings too, I think. I mean, there's apple and there's oak. If it's filling up this quick. Now my biomass is filling up. I'm basically where I want to be with that. My ethanol is going up nicely. Gets a little laggy down here with the streaming going on and all this stuff that's going on. You can tell my last video I showed you guys that I had like 5,000 wood, 5,000 or 6,000 charcoal. Now I have 17,000. So I could theoretically make another boiler to help offset some of these other ones. All my steam boilers, liquid boilers, are running at full throttle now. I do want to make a second steam turbine to put on this side to help with the system. And if you guys didn't know, I know I forgot to mention it, but I did reinstall GregTech, so I do have GregTech going again. I just haven't really done much with it at all, really. So I got to get that going at some point. Oh, so one of the things I have added to this, and I want to try out, is called dimensional gates, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later, I think. I just want to get this all solved up. It's looking like those backpacks are almost done. Yeah, the last ones are going out now. So there you go. I just got rid of every single backpack that I didn't want. That works for me. Put those there. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Now you can move these with the gravity gun. Now I heard, I'm gonna double check to make sure this. I heard a rumor that there's a dupe bug with this. If it does dupe, I'm gonna have issues. But I'm gonna see. Actually, you can just break them, and it won't cause any trouble. That's a good thing about MFR. You can just break crap and not worry about it. So I'll put that there. We'll run this like that. this system like that. There we go. I need to go grab some wood. And we'll clean that system out. Won't have any more issues with that. I don't really want oak wood in my system, sucking up my precious space. So there we go. We'll do it stack mode, and that will be solved. Will that interfere with the one downstairs? I don't think it will. I think it'll share. Look, it's already gone. So what I can do... How many stacks does this have in it? Yeah, so see, it's still shoving some in there. We can watch it right now. Oh, this is my new quarry type. I only have one quarry running, but I also have all my tree farms coming into it. And the way I originally had it set up was I had it only coming out one side, and I think I was losing stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but so what I ended up doing is I set up this contraption with iron pipes, make sure they're all going the same place. They still go into one pipe, but one Buildcraft pipe can hold more than a Tesseract out. A Tesseract can actually put out on one side. So what happens is that each side is a separate basically a separate pipe for a Tesseract. So I think it's I'm not sure. I'm not gonna guess, but my guess, I think it's like 100 pieces per side. So what I ended up doing is that I just put them on all the sides like this, have all the iron pipes going. I think the iron pipes have changed a little bit too. I can't remember now, but from now on an iron pipe can only go one way. So if you have like a four-way pipe, you can only make it go one way, and the way you want it to go is, see how it has the solid line like that, the solid block right there? That's the way it's gonna go in Buildcraft now. So basically it goes down here. So this pipe is one pipe with a solid, so it goes that way. This one's one pipe, which is solid. It goes this way into the middle. The middle one goes this way. So I don't think they worked that way before. I'm not. I think they were different. I can't remember or not. Maybe you guys can chime in on that one. So what I think was happening was they were timing out. I was having pieces timing out because I noticed I wasn't getting a whole lot of stuff coming just through one side. And I think this is kind of proving my point that a Tesseract can only handle so much product through one side. So hopefully that is solved now. Hopefully I'm not losing anymore. I mean, I do have a lot of wood coming in, and I do have a lot of apples and all that stuff coming in, doing its thing. I do have a lot of sticky resin. I should probably turn that into rubber. I can never use this oven anymore because it's always using something else. There you go. There you go. I got so many ovens going at this point, it's crazy. That. Put all these away. I don't usually tend to put those there. So I'll show you guys some of the new I need to build a room for it though. The dimensional gates. It's a new mod out there. It's similar to Mistcraft, but the only difference is that dimensional gates, you use doors. I'll show you guys right now. Door. Oh, let me just change my... Just a second. Let me change my OBS setting here. For you guys, so they know what I'm talking about. Properties. I can spell it right. Dimensional doors. There. Should have changed the text on you guys for that. If you guys, if anybody's, I didn't even actually look if anybody was watching. I'm not sure. I should see how this is. how this is looking, how this is running. Don't mind me. Miscraft, but the only difference is that actually it don't look that bad. So really nobody's watching now anyway. It's good because actually this makes an actual video. What I like about streaming is that even though nobody's gonna watch it probably because I'm not that popular of a YouTuber, the YouTube streaming, which what I'm doing right now, will turn it into a video after I'm done. So it's like making a video without actually doing all the crappy stuff. So I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming. I might start streaming, like have a streaming Wednesday or something like that. Unfortunately, I have to do it on the weekdays because I work on the weekends, so I can't actually get out there at night and do it. So dimensional doors. Alright, so here they are. What you have is basically a dimensional door. They look like this. They're made out of steel doors and an ender pearl. They're not that expensive. And what they will do is open up a pocket dimension. What I like to compare them to in Miscraft. Miscraft makes other worlds. Dimensional doors make doors to other worlds. It has its own little things that you can do. It won't make like a full world. There is a couple of bad worlds that you can make, but let's make one, I guess. Let's see. What is the dimensional door? Again, that little trick. I don't have any steel doors. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Make 10 of them. So we don't want to make an unstable door. Those are different. I don't even know what those do. Alright, so 1, 2. I'll make 3, 4. Alright. Now, where do I want to put these doors? I do want to make a room for these, so do I want to make it in the house or do I want to make it downstairs? I want to make it in the house. But where? I would have to... I don't want to get near that because it gets laggy over there. The problem is if you lay down a door, it causes problems when you take them down. Oh, I do. Let's make all the pieces that we need for this dimensional door thing. There's a few other things. Oh, by the way, that little tip I gave everybody in the last one about crafting tables. If you want to craft something, let's see. I'll show you guys. Say bookcase. No, I don't have enough for book. I don't have enough for anything actually. Say like you did a bookcase or bookshelf. If you hit shift and the question mark, it will put everything up there. I don't have books in here, but it also works on your AE system. So we'll go to a bookcase. I'll hit shift, and look at that. All my stuff is in the bookcase. Oak wood, everything, and you can make, and of course how the AE system works, I can make as many as I want. So another little tip, you guys. I'll keep giving that tip. I didn't know that for a while, so now you guys know it. So let's see. The only thing is that you can still change. You can change in this mode what you want to look at. I think they're called Rift. Yeah, there they are. Rift Remover, Rift Signature. First, first click stores location, second click creates 2 rifts. That links the first location. Okay, so think of dimensional doors as link books in Mistcraft, but better. They don't have the restriction of the link books without adding that thing. You know, they're harder to make now. But what a rift signature is, and I gotta figure out how to make that. I can probably make that, no problem. Stabilize. Why is there a stabilized one? Fabric of reality. I don't have any of that crap. Alright. So, I'll make one of these. There's a rift blade, which I need a rift remover, which I can make one of those. And then I'll make the rift blade. Oh. Because I don't have that. But I need another rift. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm just doing the shift button to really awesome thing you can do to help alleviate putting everything together. So I think I have everything. So what this will do is, if I clicked say, okay, let's do this test this way. Let's go to the end. Not the end. I'm not even. I don't actually go to the end yet. I haven't actually been there. I haven't even found a thing. I meant let's go to whatever the hell this is. I forget. Here we go. We'll go in here, and I will make a rift right here. So if I click right here, in that particular spot on that block, we'll get rid of this just in case it causes issues. Why is that taking so long to break? Holy crap. On that particular block is now there's a rift signature. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my world. I'm gonna go back. Okay, actually you do not even need to make a room for this. All I need is one door in this whole reality. I think I'll put it in the wall. This is a double thick wall, right? Yep, it is. I think I'll put it in the wall right here. Alright, so I'll take a dimensional door and I'll place it right there. It's open right now. So if you guys look at that, it looks kind of cool. Hopefully this isn't going to blow up my game. I did back it up thankfully before I did this. So you open it up, and what will happen when I enter this door is that it will make a it'll take me to a pocket dimension. And if we look around, it kind of looks like a void age, but it's not really. I can walk around anywhere I want. I can even lay blocks down if I want. I'll show you guys. The blocks kind of go like that. Let me go get some more. It's a really cool thing, and I'm not using Mistcraft right now, so the fact that I can use dimensional doors is pretty spectacular. It could be my link between different places, different dimensions, if I want to do something like that. So we will do this. Oops, I'm in the wrong area. Go down one more. Alright. So open the door back up. Enter through. I'm still in the same place. I can lay a few things down. So say I want to branch off of here, and this is where I will put that rift. Remember where I was in the when I was in the end? Not the end, but the that where I set the other rift. Well, if I click right here, bam, I set up that. Now all I gotta do is put a door on it, and I have a direct connection to that. See where I am? Isn't that kind of neat? That is dimensional doors for you. Go back through, and I'm back in here, and we know this goes back to my house. Back in my house, and there you go. Now you can keep doing this. If I find someplace in my world where I want to go, do I not have any more? There we go. How many did I make that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The unfortunate thing is that when you do that, when you use that up, the rift signature, you do use it up when you do that, which isn't, you know, I mean, it should cost you something. But I can do that anywhere, in any dimension I want, even the Twilight Forest. And if I had Mistcraft, I guess he got the bugs worked out with Mistcraft, and now that is not an issue anymore. But, so, how these pocket dimensions work is that I still don't quite understand totally what the point of them is. I mean, but if I just set another door in this pocket dimension and I plant it just like that, what this will do when I open it is send me to another pocket dimension. Now, where I am now is technically, I guess how the doors work is that it's in levels. So when you make your first level on, say, the overworld where I live, you go down one level into that pocket dimension. When you go into that pocket dimension and you place another door, you go down a second level, and so on and so on. I guess the negative thing is to it, if you keep making doors down, you go to a bad place if you keep making doors down. There's doors that you can buy that will bring you back up. There's like a trap door. Trap. Let me see if I can find it. Trap. Transdimensional. Okay, transdimensional trapdoor. What this will do is that no matter what level you are on, unless you get to the bad level, if you set that down, so say I've done this 5 or 6 times and I'm down 6 levels, if I put a trapdoor, it'll automatically bring me to where I started when I originally came into the system. So that is dimensional gates for you. So this will take me to the Nether, and this will take me home. And I think we can label them too. Do I have any signs in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Open it. I think it's cool. You can obviously imagine what you can do with this by making a huge room, you know, like a TARDIS type thing. This will be, I heard this might have a bug too, so why can't I think? Wah! The Nether door. Nope, that works. I want to place that there, place that there. Well, I could have went like this. I think that would be better. Alright. Nether door. Nether door. This one will go to tree house, home. And then this one is actually down to the second level, which there's nothing there right now. And it should work with Twilight Forest too. So let's get that set up. Let me go make another rift thingy wingy. Rift. Whoops, can't type it there. Rift. Rift remover, rift sing. I'll show you guys what the rift remover is for in a minute. Rift signature. There we go. So when we go to the Twilight Forest, I'll show you exactly where I want this to end up too, because I know, actually, the Twilight Forest. I haven't been here for a while. What did I do here? Oh, I was mining down there. Alright, so I'll make a second door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll go like that. I like to add a little decoration. Do I have enough doors? Probably not. One thing I do want to make sure is that I don't accidentally hurt myself coming through that door. Alright, so I'm going to put a signature here. Get rid of that. Okay, so that rift signature is now stored. Go back home. Let everything load back up. Do I need to charge this thing? Where the hell am I? Oh, here we go. A little bit of lag there killed me. Alright, so I have that. I got my rift signature. Don't want to quite use it yet. I should probably put a sign there. There we go. We're back in here. I will set this up. Do I have it on 4? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to make things even. Oops, actually I shouldn't. Oh, I can show you what a rift remover does. Okay, so say I accidentally just did that. I did that wrong. So I want to get rid of this door. See how it leaves a rift? Now, what that means is that I can actually just re-add the door, and the rift will remain linked to where it was. But if I don't want that rift there anymore, that's what the rift remover does. You just kind of click on it, and it goes away. It uses it up, but it's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there. Now it's linked. Now that's linked to the Twilight Forest. And that should work. Hopefully. 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 What happened? Did I break that door when I knocked it down? There's nothing there. Oh! Oh, it's only an iron door now. Oh, so you do break them when you... Okay, so something that we just learned is if you break a door, it actually destroys the actual door. So... And you actually lose an iron door. Alright, so dimensional door. I'll make a couple more here. 1. Oh, I only have enough for 1? Ah, screw it. That's all we need. I have my 3 places that I wanted linked anyway. Go back through. Always learning something here. Bam! Alright, so we'll set this up. Do I have it set like that? Yep. Do I have any more signs? This will go to the Twilight Forest. Twilight Forest. Hit that. Boom, I'm in the Twilight Forest. And it did just like I wanted to do too. So what I can do is... Now look. Isn't that a TARDIS for you? Nice skinny little thing like that. You're like, where the hell does that door go to? I don't know, why don't you go into it? Holy crap, it's definitely bigger than it looks. So, yeah. That's how that works. I think I'm going to make another one, and that one's going to end up going to where my quarry is. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. So there, look, I just made myself doors, dimensional doors to all my worlds. So how we doing in everything here? We still running good? I'm not sure. Let's look. Somebody's asking, how do you play on multiplayer? I don't play on multiplayer, but let me show you. I don't know if you're still there or not. Sorry, I can't really read anything. I probably should change that screen up there over there. But if you want to play on multiplayer, all you gotta do is go to your main screen here, go to multiplayer, and you need to know what server you're going to. So the server name, they'll give you the server address. It's usually a bunch of numbers, like 1, 2, whatever, 5, 7.66, like an 11. It's usually something like that. And then you go done, and then it'll scan for the server you're looking. Obviously, I just totally put a totally crap server in there, but and then you just click it and you join server. Now, if you're playing with mods, you need to have the same mods as the server. So if you're playing like Feed the Beast, you know, you gotta have, the server has to have the ultimate. If you're using the ultimate pack, the server has to have the ultimate pack. And they also have to have the same version as you. So yeah, multiplayer is pretty easy. Now, how do you turn this into multiplayer? If I wanted to turn this map into multiplayer, I could also do that. Now, how you do that is that there's a little option when you're in your single player game. It says open to LAN. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to ever do it. But what that will do is that you can play LAN. Now, LAN is basically LAN, L-A-N, is basically like your home network. So if you have 2 or 3 computers, say you want to play with your brother or your mother or your sister or your friends, you can open your map up to LAN and you give them the numbers and all that stuff, and they'll be able to connect to it, and that's how you get somebody into your single player map. Let me fix that screen over there where I can actually see. What is going on? Just a second, guys. I got 2 screens going, but for some reason the comments aren't showing up on this one. Ah, there they go. Now I'll be able to see them. At least I'll know you commented and I can take a look real quick. So how I have this set up right now is how I'm streaming, if you're wondering. It took me a while. It took me a couple of weeks to figure out a good streaming. I don't even know if this is actually good or not, but I don't really have a very fast upload speed, and that's very important for streaming. I think I got like 1 megabit or 1.2 megabits, so that's probably why that doesn't look as good as my regular Let's Play series right now, but I mean, it's the best I can do because I don't have a fast upload. If I wanted more expensive internet, which I don't, it would be easier to do. So, yeah. Anyway, so, dimensional doors. Also, the whole dimensional door thing, it also has its own world gen. And what I mean by world gen is that it has its own rifts spread out. It won't be in any of mine because this is a prefabricated world before I actually installed dimensional doors. But yeah, that's how that works. Well, let me show you guys what I did with I said I was going to cover some Railcraft stuff too. So when I transferred my map from 1.47 Feed the Beast Ultimate to 1.52, everybody saw that episode, watched that episode, knows I lost red power. And with red power, I also lost wireless redstone, because that's actually a red power add-on. And that's how I had my subway system to my spawner. That's my spawner up there. If anybody's ever wondering what that is, I call it Tower of Babel, but it's my spawner. And I used to have it hooked up through here. Now, come to find out, Railcraft actually has its own wireless receivers. And that's what these things are right here. Kind of cool. They're called like a single receiver box, a signal, and a signal capacitor box. What this does is it's waiting for a signal from. I would have to jump down here. A signal controller box. So what I have is that I have a detector right here. So when my minecart comes from this way and hits that detector, it lights this up, which makes it go from blinking red to an aspect of green. And what that will do is light this up because it's waiting for green, and send a signal to the capacitor box, which will emit a redstone signal for 10 seconds, which is that right there, which will light up my elevator thing. Which, if you guys know how elevator rail works, when it's lit up, you go up. When it's not lit up, you go down. So I have to come up with a system to make that work. The way I used to do it was with wireless redstone, and it was actually a little bit more pain in the ass. But now, the way I have the cart set up is I want to add a little bit more something to here. Since I'm going down right now, it's not going to light up, but we can watch it when I go over it, see how the light turned green for a few seconds. But now we're heading towards the Tower of Babel. And I have the same system set up. Since it's a tower, it needs elevators to go up. Ooh-doo-doo. And we're about to hit though. They're right there. Bam. They make these all go up. These are set to a timer of 30 seconds for me to get to the top. Yep, I'm traveling actually through the middle of the Tower of Babel. Now we're just under the spawner, and there we are. Now we're at the top of the tower. You can see the house is way over there. So we traveled all the way underground and up this way. What we have here is my actual spawner. And you can tell I got a lot of heads because I've noticed something. When I did my transfer, obviously I lost a lot of my I didn't lose these guys, my turtles, but what I did lose is I had all my turtles weapons as rubies and stuff like that, and at the time I didn't have Greg Tech installed because I couldn't get it to work until later. So I changed everything to a diamond sword, and now for some reason these guys have Vorpal attached to them, so they actually cut off heads. You can see there's a couple of heads in there. The only heads they haven't got from me is skeleton heads. I've only got the creepers and the zombies, which is why I have them spread everywhere around here. So this is actually my XP farm. So I stand here and I get a bunch of XP from these guys. And I got my enchantment table here. I do have Thaumcraft installed, but I haven't got the jars yet to brain in a jar to actually, you know, have all the XP end up in there. This does not run without me being here because this is a vanilla type system where the spawn pads are up there and they fall down just like that. It's not using the soul shards or anything like that. It's just a regular thing, so I actually have to be within, I think, 15 blocks of that to make this work. So did I grab a book or not? I did. So put that there. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but look at that. Looks good. Power 3. You know, that's actually something you can put on a... I also have a book that's Power 2, I think. Yeah, Power 2, Power 3. I think that's something you can put on like a tool, like a drill or something. Everything I use is modular power suits right now, so I don't really use any suits. You can tell the XP is coming already. I'm already at 10. Believe it or not, that is only one pad. There's one regular pad run by water. The water runs down, you know, same thing. You know, you see the Minecraft guys playing it all the time. Doc M and using these type of spawners all the time. I got it a little bit protected because my last Let's Play, my Season 1 Let's Play, I always had issues with creepers exploding. Supposedly with the water, they're not supposed to blow up, but what would happen is that he would jump and then explode, so he wouldn't be in the water anymore, which caused all kinds of issues. I'm already at 14. But anyway, so that's how that works. So I do not have to push any buttons anymore. It's all automated, so when I go back down, the system's automatically going to be shut off until I pass it, and then it'll go back on, but that's no big deal. I'm going to go back down. Obviously I could fly to it, but my original plan was to have a subway system to pretty much everything. I'm still going to do it. I don't want to use the dimensional doors for everything. I just want to use them for, if you guys are wondering, that is the glowstone liquid. We'll get into that a little bit later if you guys want, if anybody's actually watching. I know there's one guy was watching, but I don't know if there's still anybody watching, but anyway. We can see that I really like Railcraft. I like it a lot because you can do a lot of stuff with it. There's a lot of stuff in it that people don't realize that's in it that we take for granted, but yeah, it's really, I like I like trains and rails and stuff like that. So see how that turned on? It turned on my elevator. So now the whole system is basically automatic. I know I used to have to push that button right there to set it from going back to base to going to base before I knew that these things existed. MFR. What more can I do in MFR? Let me see what time it is. Wow, I've already been about an hour on here. I have about 8 minutes left, and then I'm gonna call it quits on this first live stream, this first live test stream thingy wingy. I did want to get into some MFR stuff, but I did get into the tree farms and stuff like that. Oh, the Rift Blade. What the Rift Blade will do is it opens a temporary door. I really don't want to do it right now, but if you click on something, it says right there, opens a temporary door, special teleport attack, and rotates existing doors. So if you laid down a door and if for some reason it wasn't facing the way you want it to face, if you click on it, it will actually, it's kind of like it's like the dimensional doors version, so it will actually turn the door around in different spots and locations and stuff like that. I really want to start working with oh, not RedNet. RedNet. This is basically the replacement for a Red Power Red Alloy cables. They're not that expensive to build, but they do the same thing. They give you, you know, if you want to hook up lamps and stuff like that. But the really cool thing that I want is the RedNet controller, which basically allows you to have your gate system. Like Red Power had all your gates, like your AND gates, NOR gates, latches, and stuff like that. Well, this thing blows that out of the sky. Blows all those out of the sky. Number one, it's only one box, so you can set up different things for it. It does take, it is a little, you know, it's not that pricey, but it's just, you gotta, it does have a diamond, and I don't think I have all that many diamonds, no, from that last thing. RedNet meter, I don't know what these are, what the historian is. RedNet historian, I have to look that up. It looks like a screen of some sort. Huh. So, programmable RedNet controller. If you're lost, read the in-game manual. There's an in-game manual? Okay. Okay, is it plot? Ah! this manual? It's gotta be down. Oh, God, I hate how this... Mine factory reload. Oh, you bunghole. There, I feel better now. Mine factory reloaded. Oh, come on. Huh. I don't know where the in-game manual is. I don't know. I'll just read it online when this is all done. Let me put some of this stuff away. Do I still have a chest on me? No. I'll go put them up in my storage chest here. I got some of my Railcraft stuff in here that you need, like the single block surveyor. All my stuff that I don't really want in my system. Alright, so we'll put that there. It's the only thing I have left. I used up everything else. Oh, I have some rotten flesh down here. I can use that in... Let me see more rotten flesh in here. And then we'll call it quits. I got 108. I need to automate the rotten flesh. I had a lot of work to do on my gray tech stuff. I'm going to put this in the centrifuge to give me my methane. Should have plenty of stuff in there. Drop that, drop that, drop that. And that should be going. I do have these overclocked somewhat. That's what I do like about Greg Tech. You get your empty cells back, so that's when I need to automate. I don't have this hooked up yet. This will be hooked up to... I think I'm going to use Buildcraft pipes or something similar, but I'm going to use to run off my creosote oil. And I'm going to use the actual creosote oil to the actual iron tank to create creosote oil, then pull it out in cells, send it back up here. Okay, which way do I go? Oh crap, I'm lost. Oh jeez, must be this way. Yeah, send it back up here. How can I be... Wait, I'm confused. What the... Maybe I can... Alright, there. Alright, so yeah, send them back up here, get loaded into these, and then when it's finished with them, I'll have them come back out and end up going back to the creosote tank and get reloaded and basically recycle them like that. I want to do the same thing for over here from this chest with the methane cells, but I have to have a... Methane doesn't really get made all that quick, if I have noticed. Not quick enough to keep up with everything, which is why I want to add another tank to this, which I don't know what these run off. These run anymore. If they're still 100 EU or not, I'm not sure. But that's for another time, guys. I think it's time. It's been about an hour. I will see you guys later. Malkuth out.